Hi guys, this is your girl Leisha Joya. It has been a very hot minute since I did a last video. I've been working a lot of really weird and strange hours where I only get Tuesdays and Saturdays off. It seems like now it's my consistent schedule now. So it's been very difficult to plan YouTube videos and do my real life stuff like laundry and bill paying and things that you have to do. So I'm still adjusting to working for the first time in over almost 20 years for working for somebody else because I've always worked for myself. Um I know you guys have been requesting me, been sending me messages through YouTube to do a update on what's been going on in my life because I've been very busy since I've been heavily looking for a job, and then 9 months later I finally find one, and then all of a sudden, boom, I'm always busy. I'm not always streaming all the time like I used to when I'm on YouNow or if I'm on YouTube. So, like I said, Tuesdays and Thursdays are my now days to do any streaming, anything at all. Because sometimes I work to close, and sometimes I don't come home till midnight till 1 o'clock in the morning. Then I'm up early in the morning, getting ready for work, or depending if I have a day off, like today, then I'm doing laundry. Like literally right now, my laundry is soaking. Just for a little bit, because I hand wash all my clothes. And if you know what kind of pain in the butt that is to hand wash your clothes, you know the feels. Um, Also, I'm getting stronger. A little bit of muscle, see right there, a little bit of muscle. My job has made me stronger. Um, 2 weeks ago, my son had a seizure while we were out grocery shopping, and my job had literally made me strong enough because my son started having a seizure while he was holding the shopping cart, and he started having a seizure while standing up. And I was able to see his aura changed color. I knew something was wrong because he was like not responsive when I was asking him questions, and he had a seizure while standing up, and I was able to physically carry him and turn him over in midair onto his side so he can have the seizure in the store. And the people at the store close by respected my wishes so he can have his seizure in the store and not call the ambulance. And so many people were trying to play hero, but a lot of the people that work there who have friends and family who have seizures, they realized that I knew exactly what I was doing. So, they allowed him to have the seizure there. They respected my wishes. But because of this job, I was able to carry my son, who is heavier than I am, down to the ground so he can have his seizure. And there's a lady after Saya started coming to who let him have her sweater. So if you're out there in the world, I don't know who you are, but I still have your sweater, and I want to thank you for your kindness and your real tenderness and kindness to us during this situation. Whoever you are, you're like an angel. So I just want to thank you for that. I also want to thank the store. I won't name them, but I want to thank them personally during this time period for what they have done for me and my son. I called them the next day to thank them, but apparently they didn't get the message. So a week after Saya's seizure, him and I personally went down to the store to find these people to thank to their faces for what they've done for us. So even though I'm sore in certain parts of my body, things happen for a reason. You know what I mean? I mean, I believe God has made me, physically stronger from this job just to be able to, take Zaya down in the store so he wouldn't fall and hurt his head while he was having his seizures. So, anyways, the other thing that's been going on is I've been working like wonky ass hours. Um, Sometimes I work to close. Like I said, sometimes I don't get home till around midnight to 1 o'clock in the morning. So, and then I have to pull in work at 4 o'clock again. And I work far away from my home. I work about 30 miles from home. So, hey, Alan. Hi back. Um, so I work 30 miles from home. I am dealing with some drama at work. I'm dealing with people who don't know what hard work is. I work at an all-you-can-eat buffet. That's all I'm gonna say. Because I don't think I can say the location where I work at. Otherwise, I'd tell you guys. But I do work at an all-you-can-eat buffet, and we have strict guidelines on how we serve food. The cleanliness, washing our hands, those total guidelines. We have to keep food temperatures 41 degrees, hot foods over 65 165 degrees. Water when we wash our hands has to be 108 degrees. We have very, very strict guidelines on what we have to do, with our job. However, when we close at night, we have to clean out the refrigerators, and I smell like a refrigerator almost every freaking time I close because I clean them damn refrigerators like no one's business. I hate dirty shit. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. And then I'm adamant about cleaning the glass around the bar area because like when you go to all you can eat buffets, they have glass over the bar area where the food is at when you serve yourself. They do it to protect your spit from getting on the food, but they also prevent sloppage from when we stock up the food as well. But when people close, usually when other people close, not me, they don't do a pretty good job of cleaning. So I got pissed off and I got my microfiber towels and I make those things shine like nothing else. I make that glass shine better than the people who clean our windows make the windows clean. So I'm very proud of when I work because I know I do a good job. I may take a little bit longer, but I do it right. you know? And it's also because I want to make sure my boss realizes that he made a very good decision in hiring me, per se. Because I take pride in my work. I take pride in doing it right. I take pride at doing it in general. It's weird because I haven't worked for anybody in so long, but I still take pride in work. I still take pride in the quality and doing it right. But I also wanted to show that my boss was right in hiring me. I also wanted to show my bosses, that this place can be extremely beautiful. And um, and I've also got praised at work for helping to save money on the food costs as well already. And I'm just new at this place. Um, Today's payday, but I don't work today, so tomorrow I'll grab my paycheck. And yes, I'm getting a paycheck. Hey Sean, how you doing? Heart right back. I'm holding the phone, so heart is gonna be like half, but it really means a whole heart. Okay. So, but work has been challenging with particular individual. Oh no, individuals. Let's say plural. But if you know me, I usually speak my piece. But because of the environment, when I go to work and there's any type of confliction or drama, whatever, between me and a coworker or something, I actually bite my damn tongue. Hello, Spilvcare? How you doing? Hey back. I usually bite my tongue because I don't want my customers. Yes, my customers. When they're coming in my area, it's my customers. Because I don't want my customers to feel there's any tension because I want them to feel welcome when they come into my job. I want them to feel welcome and loved. Um, someone wants to know how old I am. I'm like 1,000,000 years old. That's how old I am. I'm being sarcastic, I'm being silly. Um, Sean's laughing his butt off. Yeah. Um, but yeah, when people come into my job, I want them to feel loved and I want them to feel um like they belong. But I don't want them to feel any tension between me and a coworker. So I bite my tongue and I usually don't bite my tongue when I am usually in the real world. Usually if someone pisses me off, I'll tell you to fuck off. Excuse my language, but I will. But my bosses expect they know that I expect a lot out of myself, so they respect me as well, and they also hold me to my own standard. I told my bosses before they hired me and during this time that they hired me that even though they expect a lot out of me, I expect even like 1,000,000 times more from myself. So nothing they can do can top whatever that they expect from me because I always expect more from myself because I demand excellence when I work. Either professionalism to my customers, my clients, whatever it is that I'm doing, I try to give them my 100% times 100%. You know what I mean? So I wanted to make sure that any differences between me and a coworker are put aside and my customers get fed, they get welcome, they feel like they can come back. And because if you put your differences aside, people want to come back to your job. And if they're paying $9.99 or $12.99 for their food, that's your wages. You know what I mean? That's your paycheck. Every time someone comes in, and they repeat coming in over and over and over again, because they feel you're welcoming them, you care about them, and which I care about all my customers that come in. And the kids, oh no, something funny about my job. The kids are a crack up. The kids, when I come into work, and some of the kids are like, I don't want to eat my spinach. Or I don't want to eat the peas, or I don't want to eat the stuff. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're going through the green. I don't want to eat anything green phase. So me and a girl came in who's like a teenager. She was wearing like a white t-shirt with some like blingy design on the front, and she asked for like our metal kid trays. She's old enough to have a regular. Her brother was teasing her about wanting the kid trays, and I said, hey, she wants to I told her, hey, she wants to match her t-shirt. So I was making her feel like okay to have a kid's plate, you know what I mean? So, and I was teasing her older brother. Like, here, I'll give you one too if you want to match. And I'm not making the entire family laugh their butts off because I diffused a potential brother sister fight, in my salad bar by making them laugh. And then there's little kids who were like, "Thank you," and it melts my heart. You know what I mean? There's a little girl who wanted chocolate pudding, but we didn't have enough of those like cups that we usually have for the ice cream section. So I went and grabbed some, and I handed her one. I said, "Here you go." She asked me, "Where's the chocolate pudding?" So I showed her exactly where it was. She's like, "Thank you," and then she ran and hugged my legs. I was just like, oh, this part makes my job worth it. All the drama between coworkers or whatever. People want to do a half-ass job on their jobs. It makes these kids make it so worthwhile. And I actually enjoy the kids above all else in my job. Then there's something else that happened at work. One of the people that like to cause drama with me at work closed the night before and left the refrigerator open, so we had to throw all that food away. And my bosses were pissed off and livid. I mean, they were like even coming down my throats. So even though I didn't had nothing to do with it, so I was trying to diffuse the situation. I was making my bosses laugh, and I we even got the kitchen, the back kitchen prep area people, because I'm part of prep as well on some things, but not everything. They went in and pitched in to help me. My crew is so freaking amazing. I mean, the people that serve the morning like that, they're so amazing. They're so kind to me. And then someone left me a flower last night. It's so weird. Like people like sending me little presents here and there, little kids hugging my legs. I mean, yeah, and then I have a guy who comes every like 2 or 3 times a week, and he'll only come during the times I'm working, and he's a fellow vegan, and um, thank you, Sean. And he comes in and he asks me what's new with the salads, and and he had no idea that some things that we actually have in the hot bar area were actually vegan. So now I've got him trying to the baked potatoes, the sweet potatoes. We actually have a vegan butter, the Smart Balance at our work. We have all kinds of stuff at our job that are actually vegan. Most people don't know it though. So my I even got a couple of my coworkers trying some of uh my food when I eat the food at the work, trying it my combinations with my veganism type stuff, and they're now trying vegan stuff that they would have tried before. They had no idea what a vegan was. They thought cheese was vegan. So I'm like, no, it's not vegan. It's vegetarian, but not vegan. So I was explaining the difference between veganism and vegetarianism and and they were like open to hearing it because I was coming from a non-angry, vegan. Like you see vegans on YouTube or in general who are just freaking angry as hell and just like pissed off. There's a way to um, discuss something that that would normally be so defensive or offensive to somebody and turn it into a cordial conversation that's really pleasant. Well, my coworkers are like, "Why do you not eat meat no more?" And I'm like, "Well, I explained to them, I was very sick, I explained how I had cancer and how I defeated cancer and breast cancer at that and I talked to them, about, my overall health and how I was feeling and how I still have an illness to this very day. I have, iron deficiency, anemia still, and I'm going to have that for the rest of my life. So I have to maintain it, right? So veganism is obviously the way. I didn't go vegan for the animals. I went vegan for selfish reasons for myself. I mean, let's be honest. Most people don't go vegan for the animals when they first go vegan. That's the truth. I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I'm not gonna be one of those angry vegans like, oh, I want to get vegan because of the animals. Roar! That's like 1% of vegans, to be honest. Most people go vegan for selfish reasons because of health issues, you know. So my coworkers have been coming up and asking me how can they go vegan or how can they eat more vegan. Yeah, my own coworkers. Yeah, Sean says same, and he also did it for health. Yeah. See, my coworkers are now asking me what they can do to eat more vegan. They don't want to go vegan, but they want to eat more vegan. So if they want to eat more vegan from my little example, what more can we be as vegans to be loving to non-vegans? If we come across angry, they're not going to want to listen to us. They want to have closed ears and closed minds and closed eyes on purpose. You know what I mean? On purpose. Um, so yeah, I have like three of my coworkers asking me, "Hey, Alicia, I'm going on break right now. What can I do to make the this this because we have one vegan soup. and we have a whole salad bar. And then we also have one vegetarian salad that's pre-made that we make fresh, and then we have two non-vegan ones, or non-vegetarian ones, and they're asking me what can I do to make this taste better, this and this and that. So I'm like giving them like recipes and what to do with their food. And like, oh my God, Alicia, this is good this way. I never liked mushrooms this way, and well, I've never liked this way. And I'm like, hey, you never know. And they got me to appreciate olive oil on my salad. I don't eat salad dressings there because a lot of them have like too much sugar in them if they're vegan, or they have high fructose corn syrup, which I don't eat a lot of anyways. And I also don't eat Orlex or Orlean, which is like 1,000 times sweeter than regular sugar. Obviously, I don't eat honey. I limit how much agave nectar I have in my diet. I rather have refined sugar for some reason than any of those other ones because it's like a million times sweeter. It seems like. But yeah, my coworkers have been asking me more. What can they do to eat more vegan? What can they be to be more vegan? So I think it's a pretty good start. You know what I mean? And I actually have one guy who's vegetarian but wants to go vegan. But he wants to go vegan transitionally, like slow. And then today, right now, speaking about real life, the title of this entire video, I am soaking my clothes. I mean, literally, when I close at night, I literally clean out refrigerators and at work, and I literally smell like garbage, like food garbage, like as if I dug in the trash can, when I get home from work. So I feel dirty and stanky you know, and all that fun stuff. So, I mean, literally, I'm soaking two pairs of pants and a shirt, and I mean, my pants get dirtier than my shirts. It's just crazy. And then I found out that I'm being trained for management. I've been being trained for management, not knowing it. That my boss, my hiring manager, the one that hired me, the one that his name is on the building of our store, has been training me for management. And that's why I'm getting paid more per hour than anybody else. Yes, I'm getting paid quite a bit more per hour because I'm being trained for management. But it's kind of funny. I'm training four people right now at the same time, yet I'm new on my job. So apparently my boss believes in me. So regarding, cleaning and having a high quality standard of things and making sure my coworkers give a damn about their job and when they close and making sure the refrigerators are closed. You know what I mean? I want to make sure that everybody gives a damn about their job because our boss trusts us when he leaves to go to his real life to be able to relax for a little bit, to trust us to make sure our jobs are done. And I don't want to slap him in the face, not even figuratively, not even, mentally or anything like that, because I want him to realize that he can trust us to do our jobs, to trust us with his location. I mean, when I was a boss myself and I would have to leave to go home, I would have to trust my coworkers that they were capable and able and trustworthy to do their jobs. And now I'm in the opposite position now where my boss is trusting me to do the same. And I want to make sure my boss has full confidence in me as a person to be able to do my job because I want him to realize and know he's picked the right person for his job that he chosen for me. I may not like cleaning out refrigerators and smell like a garbage can, but it comes with the territory to make sure clean food for my customers and my clients. It comes with the territory. I want to make sure my customers have clean food, they're not leaving sick, and that my employer is not getting slapped with a lawsuit or anything like that. I also want to make sure my customers feel loved and welcome. And when I'm training new people, I want to make sure that I teach them well enough with a lot of love, but firmness in my mind and in my heart. Because I'm training a new girl. She's 19. And she's old enough to be my daughter, quite literally, because my son's 19. I'm training her, and she's like, "Okay, mommy," but she knows I treat her like a daughter, but she also knows that I treat her with a lot of firmness, but I also treat her with a lot of love and care at the same time. And she also treats me back with respect as well. So it's a, even though the mutualness, you know what I mean? The mutualness with these kids is just amazing. Also, I work with a girl, she's 17. She's still in high school, and she is an amazing, amazing teacher. I'm working with amazing kids. Kids who are 17 to 23 years old, and they're teaching my old butt that kids are amazing. And these kids are so smart, so brilliant. They have all these new ideas. I mean, if you guys are older and you guys are watching this right now, or if you guys are young, you have to realize that us older people, we see your intelligence, and we completely appreciate it. We appreciate you guys when you come up with new ideas. You're not showing us up. You're just teaching us better methods, because you may have figured something out that's way better than what we've been doing all along. And that's exactly what happened last night. I was with Miss C last night. I'm not saying her real name, but I'm just going to call her Miss C, because I call her Miss in her real name normally. So I was Miss C, and we had to take apart the bar, and part of the bar she was taking apart at that moment was the salad dressings, and we combine them together now so we don't waste the food. We don't like wasting at our location. We just don't dump them and call it good. The only thing we dump are the beans and stuff like that, because they go bad after a period of time anyways, because of the protein content. But she was doing the salad dressings, and we normally put them in a big, huge, like, cylinder container with a lid. But she put them in our regular containers that we usually put the regular food in. And it's even better, it's lighter, it's easier to work with, it's stackable, and it's cleaner, and it's easier to refill when we get the chance to. How brilliant is that? I'm like, this young woman is amazing. She's only 17, and she's brilliant AF. I mean, and I'm so proud of her. You know what I mean? When these kids come up with new ideas, it doesn't make me feel, oh my God, they're showing me up. No, it makes me feel like, oh my gosh, I am so proud. I'm so proud to work with these kids, you know? I'm just really, really amazed on how smart the kids I work with are. And it makes me just so honored to be in their presence. You know what I mean? I can't explain how overjoyed it is to work with people who are kind and brilliant and team players. And that's what Miss C is. When me and Miss C work together, or Miss S work together, we work famously together. And then when Miss G, the one that taught me my job initially, she and I work famously together as well. I mean, I get along with everybody for the most part at my job, and I'm just like overjoyed. But I love the kids. I love the kids. I really do love the kids. I want more kids, but I'm not getting. One, it's like, do I really want more kids? No, to come out of down there. No, I'd rather just adopt many people. Say, hey, you're my kid now. I'm your new mom. Surprise! But yeah, so, today is my day off. If you guys haven't figured it out, it's Tuesday. Today's also payday. Um, I'm just like overjoyed right now to be able to have some rest, because I haven't been able to rest. When I sleep, I have a lot of pain in my lower abdomen area towards my back area, and I'm just like constantly like tired, like foggy headed, where I can't think properly. It's just the strangest thing. sometimes. And then, but today I feel very clear-headed. I'm on my second cup of coffee. I'm in my pajamas. I don't know if you guys can see, but yeah, I'm in my pajamas, just like so. And sorry guys that I'm streaming in my pajamas, but that's just the nature of the beast right now. Thank you guys for being with me today. All right. I have a phone in rice and now my phone works, but since then I've had issues with connecting to net. I've had issues with a lot of different things going on with this phone. So I might have to somehow get another phone somehow, some way. So that's the nature of what's going on. And then after I get done with my laundry, I'll be getting changed into my everyday clothes. I'm also thinking about possibly going and getting transferred to another location that's closer to home because I'm traveling 30 miles to work. It doesn't justify the gas, especially since it seems like they're slashing my hours. Ah, I froze, yeah. You froze too? Yeah, I'm having reconnection issues for some reason with my cell ever since I dropped it in the sanitizer bucket, Sean. So, yeah. Everybody who's watching, I want to say thank you guys for being with me today. I would be more than happy to say hi back to you guys if you guys were like, saying hi and participating in the chat. Because it's not like you now where I can actually see who's in the chat, but it only says 4 people is up in here. But I can't, I only see Sean. At least it got sanitized. No, the bucket was dirty too. We got new smocks at work and our hats. We have to we're wearing our visors on top of our hairnets and stuff now. So now we have the company logos on our aprons and on our hats now. And I had my phone in my apron pocket and I went to lean over and it just dropped right in. I had a oh my god moment. And me and Tian were like together. The guy who was running the register. Mm-hmm. It's kind of funny, but not funny, you know, to drop your phone. My phone's one of those cheapy $40 phones that you pay completely for, and then you pay for the service, so it's even cheaper. I pay like $27 with the tax for my phone service every month, and I've been told by many other places that that's the cheapest they've ever seen it, even below theirs. So I'm like, yay! Go AT&T. Well, that's what I'm using right now, Sean. Sean, you said hopefully it's okay and it dries out. That's what I'm using right now. I'm using my phone. That's the room. See. That's how I'm able to stream right now because I'm not. My computer's completely off right now. Otherwise, I'd be at the computer streaming, and you would see, hearing the TV blaring. You hear my mother coughing her brains out because she won't stop smoking. You know. Um, You hear my cat meowing, TV blaring, so my mom's hearing's going out. Um, right now, I'm just chilling in my room. Actually, if you guys don't know, I do sleep on the floor. I prefer sleeping on the floor because it keeps me closer to my son. So when he sleeps on his futon, that I can be closer to him in case he has a seizure or whatever, whatnot. But it makes dating pretty freaking hard. Dating in real life makes it difficult when you have a son who's got epilepsy because you're always like wanting to come home in case he has a seizure in the middle of the night. And you're always paranoid. You can't really go on dates because you're really worried about if your son's gonna have a seizure or drop like he did over at the grocery store 2 weeks ago. So yeah, but that's real life, though, everybody. It is real life, and you deal with real life. You can treat it as if it was one thing or the other. Um, but I'm gonna have to get off this stream for right now and charge up this phone. I'm also having issues with charging on this phone since I dropped it in the sanitizer bucket. And I have a plenty of errands to do today. I have to go make sure I have a meeting with the closer location for that I work at. I work at a place, it's like I said, it's 30 miles away, but here it's like a mile and a half versus 30 miles. I'm spending $200, $50 a week in gas. And that's a lot of fossil fuel. That's a lot of resources I'm using, wear and tear on my car. That's just a lot of driving and a lot of stress, especially if you're stuck in traffic, and I just want to make sure I find a closer location. But at the same time, I don't want to leave my boss because he's been nothing but good and wonderful to me. And I'm kind of having issues with two of my coworkers, and it's kind of disrupting, my workflow, I guess you want to call it. But I don't want to seem like I'm causing drama or anything like that, so I'm just seeing if I can work for a closer location. Not to leave or flee a situation or try to like avoid a situation or like be evasive. What's the word? I'm not trying to neglect the problem. I'm just trying to prevent it from escalating. And we've already had a problem where me and this individual already got called into the office because of the person's behavior towards me got too intense. But things have gotten better, but at the same time, there's some things I'm still seeing, and it's catching up to everybody, and I don't want it to be a reflection on me. I just feel like some people are just trying to sabotage my work to try to make me look like I'm incompetent when I'm more than capable than they are. Not to toot my own horn, but I know I can do my job better than them. I do my job more thorough. How's that for you? That I know I do. I clean better than anybody else in that entire place, and they know it. So I'm looking to see if I could work closer to home as well so I can get home faster after closing. And I want to make sure that I, am here more often. That way I can come home, stream, do my YouTube videos. I also have, what do you call it? I also want to make sure I'm in the office because I have Tuesdays off usually, so I might be driving all the way to the office. Wait, I can't start doing that until the end of this month. Darn, I got a few more days left before I can go under my brother as a financial advisor. Funny. But yeah, it's like real life, you know what I mean? And I'm here. I'm still here, everybody. I've been working on a song for a while and it's done. I just gotta do the Adobe After Effects for it, but I've had no time to do anything. I've had no time to really breathe, or be creative or paint or anything like that because I don't have 2 consecutive days off where I can just do all my laundry in one and then the other day, do this and this and that. I don't have that luxury. I have like Tuesdays and Saturdays off. And then I'm doing laundry again because my clothes get so stinky and dirty from cleaning out refrigerators and and dirty food and slopping stuff all over myself like salad dressings and having all those proteins all over my clothing is just a nightmare. You know what I mean? Especially when it smells like milk. Like what milk does, stinks. And if you're a vegan, you know what we can smell that a lot more because we don't eat it or drink it or anything like that anymore. So we're really sensitive to those type of smells now. We can tell. So that's like I said, that's just real life, you know what I mean? And I want to start creating more videos for you guys that are the edited kind. And I have stuff, that I want to create for the rest of you, but I don't know what the heck to do right now. All right, this is your girl. Thank you guys for watching. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm gonna disconnect right now. So. You too, Sean. Thank you. Bye bye.